Hi, I'm Eric Gimbal, ericgimbal.com, and today, thanks to photosrat.com, I'm going to present you the Olympus OMD M1. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgimbal, my website, ericgimbal.com. If you have any question, you can send me an email to info@ericgimbal.com. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about the camera, but not too much information, because first, you can compare, you can check you can check my review of the OMD E-M1 Mark II that I actually use myself. And so you have this review because there are many features that come on to both cameras. So in this review I will tell you the difference. Okay. Second, this camera will be replaced in September at Photokina with the M1 Mark II. I think it will be more interesting to review the next camera, but some people ask me to tell something about this because they are in doubt whether to buy this one, now it is with the bargain price, or to buy the E-M1 Mark II, or wait for the next M1 Mark II. So I'll tell you a bit to give you some idea about my opinion. Okay. So I get my scrapbook and tell you a bit more about my notes. The sensor is the same as the other Olympus, which is a 16 megapixel, micro four thirds. There is a filter with microwave supersonic cleaner. Okay, so it cleans the sensor. There is stabilization on 5 axes, the same as the OMD M5 Mark II, but this one is 4 stops. I think it's not as good as the one I have. The shutter speed is from 60 to 1/8000th of a second with the mechanical shutter. If you have the electronic one, it goes up to 16,000th of a second. You have autofocus of 81 dots, but you also have 37 phase detection, which is the only model in Olympus range that offers this. Actually, they said this is really better. I'll tell you a bit more after. You can do 10 images per second, up to 50 RAW, but if you do RAW plus JPEG, I will tell you more about it. It's not as good as you could think. Okay, there is no internal flash. So you can put a small extra flash here that is included in the box. This one you cannot swivel it, not as the one I get with my camera. Okay, it offers flash bracketing from 1 to 999 pictures, so you can actually do some focus bracketing, and then you merge it in a software in your like Helicon Focus in your computer. But this one also offers the focus stacking. Sorry, it makes 8 pictures at a time and then assemble it in the camera, and you have one picture with larger depth of field, deeper depth of field, because it's stacked. Okay, this one is not offered by the camera I have. Multi-exposure. You also have 24 scenes like landscape, portrait, all this. You have artistic filters. The flash synchronizes at 1/250th of a second, and you can do high sync up to 8,000th of a second. Yeah, it's synchronized to 250th of a second. Yeah. Okay. Video, full HD at 24, 25, and 30 images per second. Maximum 29 minutes in a row, up to 4 GB files. When it gets to 29, it restarts automatically a new file. Okay, so it's transparent, but you need to know it. Okay, you can do time lapse with 4K plus apply some filters. You have stereo sound. The ISO goes from 200 to 25,000 ISO. As you can see, as I speak, I pass some videos and some pictures I've made. The ISO is quite clean, up to 3200 ISO, and then 64,000 is acceptable. Then 12,800 and 25,000, then it's not as good. Okay, obviously. You have Wi-Fi. It's quite light. It's 497 grams with battery and memory card included. And the battery, as all mirrorless, is short. It will give you 350 photos. And if you use live view full time, it drops to half this. Okay. Live composite. I advise you go to my review of the M5 Mark II, so you see all these features, because it is really a really detailed review, not as this one that is more like differences. Okay, live composite lets you make a picture, like 10-second picture, and then it renews the picture all the time as long as you want, and then it makes one single file, and it shows only what has changed in the picture. So for example, if you want a city and the star trails, well, the city will be properly exposed and the star trails will be visible. Okay, so this is something that's great. Okay, I'm going to do a quick comparison of the differences between the M1 and the M5 Mark II. So the M1 offers focus stacking that does not offer the other one. It also has, as you can see, there's a small grip here, okay, included, okay, so there's a grip. If you compare to the M5 Mark II, that has no grip at all, okay? So if you have large hands, then the grip can be fine, okay? There is also something I really like in this camera, as you can see. Here there are two buttons, function buttons, but one of them is for white balance. It's automatic white balance. You actually press, point at the white paper or gray card, and then your white balance is done. This is really fast, really practical. And it is tropicalized. It means it can rain on your camera and there is no problem. If humidity is high, there is also no problem. Obviously, it protects dust. The M5 Mark II is protect for dust and some light water drops, but not rain. Okay, so that's a good point. Okay, now I go to the M5 Mark II. It offers the 40 megabyte high-res JPEG or 64 megabyte high-res RAW file. I will do a special tutorial on this feature. Okay, this is not offered by the M1. I'll say that the next M1, the M1 Mark II, is supposed to have this feature, and it will not need a tripod as the M5 does need. Okay. The M5 Mark II also offers video at 50 and 60 images per second, not this one. The stabilizer of the M5 Mark II, in my opinion, although it is also 5 axis, it is far better. You notice it is better, okay? Okay, then what I was not impressed with this camera? Well, not impressed. This is supposed to be a sport or action camera. Well, at least the next one, the M1 Mark II, is being said it will be aimed at sport and action photographers. So I tried to do some several pictures in a row, and it's true, it can cope with up to 50 RAW files in a row. I did some RAW files per JPEG. It drops to maybe 20 pictures in a row, but it takes about 45 seconds to empty the buffer. So if you're actually if you're doing a lot of that kind of pictures, action picture, be light with your finger, because otherwise you may fill the buffer and then you have to wait until you can make a new picture. Well, as it gets empty, it lets you do some more, but it's really not very practical. So like this happens to all sport photographers that really must take care with the way they use this feature. Okay, but this one, 45 seconds, sounds a lot to me. Okay, so maybe on the Mark II version it will be better. Okay, the autofocus, which is with phase detection, supposedly is a lot better than the OMD M5 Mark II. I did not see any difference. In both cases, at night time, it worked, a bit hesitant, but it worked. Daytime, it worked also on both cameras, so I cannot say this is far better. At least I would not buy this camera just for this. Okay, so many people are asking me why I should buy this one instead of the OMD M5 Mark II, or should I buy this one or the other one? What should I do? Or wait for September for the M1 Mark II? Honestly, if you're going to go to the jungle and you're going to be in really wet environment, yes, buy this. Although you will need a pro lens, so there is no water that gets into the lens and then into the body. It means you need also a sealed lens, okay, to go on this sealed battery, okay. Otherwise, I think there is not much that justifies buying this. Except now the price is dropped. It's cheaper or the same price of the OMD M5 Mark II, but it's also 3 years old, okay, this model. If you're going to need a grip, then, well, that's good, because you would pay quite a bit of money for the other model. But I think I would not buy this one right now. Maybe when the OMD Mark II comes out, as Olympus always keep both models, the actual and the present model and the former one are available for sale. Maybe it would be interesting when this price will drop even more. Okay. I like the camera. It's a good camera. Maybe it's a good opportunity to get second hand also. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that the screen is just like this. It's also touchable, but you just can orient it like this. Not on like the M5, you can change. At the M5 Mark II, you can move around. Okay. What else? Well, that's it. Please visit the review I did of the OMD 5A Mark II, because you have more information on the whole concept of the camera, and there are many features that are common to this one. Okay. Thank you to Photosura to lend me the camera so I could review it quickly. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ericgibaud, my website ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can send me an email to info@ericgibaud.com. My Facebook, facebook.com/ericgibaud photo, Instagram @gibaud, Twitter ericgibaud, and my Google plus ericgibaud. Thank you very much and see you soon.